Palmer is cold and I am fire, and that blends well together. That was Madueke's quotes after he scored a hat-trick. Palmer had 1 goal, 3 assists, having a total of 4 points, and we smashing Wolves in a 6-2 victory away at the Molineux Stadium, and we sent the Wolves back into the woods. So I'm very happy with this victory. I predicted it was going to finish 2-1 in a narrow win to us, because Wolves is a decent side. We usually struggle when we're facing them, but there were tons of positive takes to take from this game, and we absolutely deserved to win this match. So Enzo Maresca claims then his first victory in the Premier League by talking around Noni Madueke, and he finally got a well-deserved start into this game, and he definitely proved himself for Enzo Maresca now that he is hungry. He should be the guy that's gonna claim the right wing spot in the starting 11. I think he definitely did that. Had an absolute stunning performance, and he was not only, of course, good offensively by scoring a hat-trick and taking on plays in 1-versus-1 situation and absolutely excelling there. He also helped defensively and tracked back throughout the whole 90 minutes, and Enzo mentioned that in the post-match interview that he was very happy with Noni. I'm so happy with him. His determination and mentality is just getting better. He has massive confidence built in himself thanks to having a very strong preseason, and he has taken that forward now into the serious matches in Premier League. So I want to see Noni continue getting a starting spot, and maybe he has a chemistry now and understanding with Cole Palmer going on now, because Cole Palmer and Madueke helped each other. Only mentioned too that he was so happy with Palmer, because Palmer always putting the pass in the right moment, in the right timing. So that moves us to the next talking points around Cole Palmer, and he had also a stunning game in the number 10 role, and Nkunku was actually on the bench, and Palmer definitely announced himself this season that last season was not a one wonder season. He is gonna deliver in his second season for Chelsea too, and I think it's really good him and Madueke finding each other and building that chemistry and bond on the pitch, because that is so crucial. So we're having a strong link between them going on. Hopefully we can continue to making those strong links with other players in this team as well, but of course that would take some time too. I think he's gonna carry us again. He's gonna have maybe some back issues and back problems for carrying us. He definitely did that last season. He's gonna have same back problems this season. Joke aside, I mean, Madueke hat-trick, Palmer 4 points, absolutely fantastic. Also had a pretty good performance from Nicholas Jackson too. He announced himself with 1 goal and 1 assist as well. I'm very happy for him to getting points too, because he needs that confidence in him to continue going now and to continue delivering. And he also knows we've been linked with a striker, and maybe he feels he needs to step up now. So he had a promised game in my opinion. Also thought Enzo looked much better, because I mentioned in my preview that I wanted him to operate on the left hand side in the midfield as an 8, and Enzo Fernandez was much better in possession this game. However, one thing I want to touch upon is that I'm a little bit worried around Enzo Caicedo, because maybe Maresca can find a solution here and develop them and maybe help them with certain tactical instructions. But I think they struggle defensively together. Maybe they can't coexist. We have to continue to follow up that through the season and see how Caicedo and Enzo's partnership is going to be. But maybe they would be more balanced if it's Caicedo or Lavia together, or Lavia Enzo. Maybe that would add more balance into the midfield. Let me know what you feel, guys. Do you feel Enzo and Caicedo suits together, or do you think that they can't coexist in the same lineup? Let me know that in the comments down below. We're talking about our defensive problems. In our first half, our defending set pieces was really poor. That definitely needs to get better. Bernardo Cueva and Enzo, as I mentioned, need to be more tactical familiar with the opponent's set piece approaches so we can be able to defend them, because we almost conceded 2 goals from that, and that is just too cheap to concede goals in that matter. Our defensive positioning and marking, having awareness where the opponents are, needs to improve as well, and that's where the first or second goal came from, where a Wolves player were dribbling past Enzo, I believe, and then he found Cunha absolutely free on goal to have a shot, and I think it was Gustor Fofana that didn't look behind the shoulder and see if a Wolves player was there. That needs to get better too. What also needs to get better is that we need to prevent opponents from having too many clear-cut chances, because Wolves had that in the game. They could have scored a couple of more goals. And I think they hit the bar once, they had a goal ruled off, and they had other great chances too. And we saw the same thing when we faced Servette. They also find good shooting opportunities to score, and that needs to improve. We also saw João Felix making his second debut for Chelsea, and just a few minutes after getting subbed in, he puts himself on the score sheet with a fantastic cutback pass from Pedro Neto. So the Portuguese players is finding each other. Maybe we're finding a link between them as well in this team. João Felix definitely needed that goal, and if we're gonna get him in, I want him to be operating in one of the half spaces, because I think we will get the best out of him there. I think Levi Colwill had a stunning performance too, especially in the possession and in the build-up play, and making those progressive passes up the field. The amount of good passes he's finding to his teammate to split the defensive lines is incredible. Levi Colwill is definitely a special talent we have in this club, and I think he's our best and most reliable centre back in the current moment. Very happy with him. Now we're gonna talk shortly about Noni Madueke. He has got a lot of criticism lately, and Maresca talked about him in the post-match interview yet again and was critical towards him. It's good if you are a manager and criticizing the players, but I also want the coach to talk with the player and try to encourage them also behind the scenes, and try to find solutions how they can develop and do better. Because only criticizing players in media all the time is not really going to help the player. Of course, Madueke needs to have self-awareness too, and figure out what he needs to improve upon, and he also needs to take responsibility. And so Maresca is now the coach, and he should be the one that's gonna help the players in what areas they can develop, and give them knowledge of what to do in certain situations, and be able to help them through when they are not too confident. But maybe Madueke, I mean, we bought him and he has stagnated. Maybe he needs a loan move to get that regular game time and develop, because if you're gonna continue to perform like this, it's not gonna help the team. I want to criticize Madueke, but I also want the manager to help the players out. In general, I'm so happy with the results. We Chelsea fans needed it, Chelsea Football Club needed it, the players needed it for the confidence, building momentum and a good feeling now. And we're gonna take it forward to the next games and continue to see a bit of progress. I think we're gonna score a lot of goals this season, because our attack is insane, and the amount of players we can pick from in the attack is incredible. Thought our attacking patterns were better. We were finding each other into good areas to take shots, and we were clinical today too. So I want to see that continue. I think we're gonna let in a lot of goals, but maybe we can be this team this season where we're scoring goals but letting in goals, and then the defensive aspect of the game will also improve eventually. It's very difficult to prove everything from the get-go, everything immediately. So that's my talking points and my review for Chelsea versus Wolves. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you're brand new here on the channel, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my page, and hit that notification bell down below so you never miss when the content drops. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'm out, guys. Peace.